Oh, man, that's bad. Today, we're doing this is the spiritual successor to the stream where we deep fried shit in different oils to see what it tastes like. And we saw which one made the best fried chicken. Today, we're gonna be taking a bunch of different oils and we're gonna be bastardizing them by emulsifying them with egg into mayonnaise. And then we're gonna see which oil makes the best mayonnaise. And I think this is a distinctly different than the other one, because the fried chicken one is like, okay, some oils don't take as well to being heated up to fry shit, but on their own, they have a uniquely different flavor. So I think that by doing this experiment, where we make mayonnaise out of them, we can get a little more, we can get a little bit of a different experience. We have, we have olive oil, we got mineral oil, the toxic essential oil that almost killed me, and the motor oil that I can maybe, like, touch on my tongue and I can't eat at all because it's going to poison me. Now, when I make mayonnaise normally, because, man, nothing goes better on a homemade burger than fresh homemade mayo. And if you're making sauces, use the homemade shit. It's so good. And it's a little bit of a pain to make, but it's not a huge deal. But typically what I do is half canola oil, half olive oil, and then I cut in a little bit of garlic. I put in a bit of coarse ground, like stone ground mustard, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and then egg. And I mix that all up, and that's my base. And that's typically how I make it myself. I don't want it to be too changed by what I add in it. So, like, I'll add salt because that helps the flavor, obviously. But I don't want to add, like, a bunch of shit that's gonna... Like, mustard will influence the flavor a lot. And garlic will influence the flavor a lot. So I'm not gonna add all that shit. I'm just gonna make it as pretty plain. And, well, you'll have to deal with that, I guess. Because I want to actually see what the base layer oil does to the flavor, you know? So, normally I would disregard this, but there was a seed oil schizo in my Twitter replies that was like, son, don't worry, don't try any of the seed oil ones, just the good other oils. And I was like, I did think, hang on a second, those motherfuckers love cooking shit in lard and tallow. What if I liquefied lard, so you have to heat it up a little bit to make it liquid. What if I liquefied lard and made mayo with that? Would that be anything? Would that work? What are you guys talking about whale oil? Where the fuck do you get whale oil? Do they even still whale? It's oil made from whale fat. They use it to burn lamps. Do they still fucking, like, sell that? Hang on. Its popularity declined by the late 19th century. Hang on. Buy whale oil. Can you still buy whale oil? With a 1987 international ban on whaling, sperm oil is no longer legally sold. Motherfucker, that shit called sperm oil? Also, one of the frequently asked questions, does NASA still use whale oil? And the answer is yes. Whale oil is still being used to lubricate spacecraft. What the fuck, man? You guys know what normal canola oil looks like? It tends to be like a little, like, clear-ish. It's yellow in color. Well, my friend, I recently swapped the oil out of the deep fryer, and that old oil is, it's pretty bad. It's kind of black as coal, man. I want you to realize that this is what it originally looked like. And, this is the used one. Oh, here, we'll put the, egg whites in this. Actually, no, I think that's the one that I put the
samples
in. 1 second. Should still be cold enough to emulsify as well. There's a slight red giblet in this egg. Well, that's kind of nasty, but that'll be fine. Coyote lard would make the most heinous mayo. Alright. Y'all need to understand that I am bound by materials that I can actually obtain. And materials I can obtain are bound by shit that they actually sell to people. You can't just be like, oh yeah, I think you should use, I think you should skim the fat off of tap water and use it. Oh, I think you should use something using anaconda fat. Like, dude, I can't buy that. Crude oil? Here we go again, man. Here we go again. You know what? I don't know. It's not like it's like something that I should expect people to know. How many of you guys have tried to fucking buy crude oil? Probably no one. But I have, and I can tell you, good fucking luck. Let's try our, let's try used frying oil. Now keep in mind... Oh, can you see the sludge on that, dog? That's pretty bad. I'm not gonna filter this off either. I'm just gonna full send. Wow, that does not look any less dark when you take it out of the big container. Can you see this shit, man? Alright. As I said, I'm going real bare bones. I haven't added any other ingredients here. Ew, you can see all the chunks. This shit gonna taste like fried chicken. Hey man, maybe that's gonna be better than it being completely neutral. Given what we're working with here. This is fried mini chickens. No fish. It's pretty much exclusively been chicken and French fries, I think. Dog, this shit is not emulsifying. Yeah, let's try that. I'm gonna have to fucking redo this, man! What the hell? Without going up and down, it won't have air. I actually, you know what? Mods, nuclear levels of enforcing the no backseating rule this stream. Like, I've already seen so much slop about how I need to do shit different. Fucking kill them all, man. Don't fucking tell me how to do this. This is, I'm learning now. I think that guys that call themselves pitmaster are the same types that make mayonnaise. I forgot to add vinegar. That was why I didn't emulsify. Fuck! Hang on. I need to, hang on, that's an essential ingredient. It's so funny when new chatters come in, though, and they're like, why do you have no backseating tag? You're not playing a video game. It's like, oh, my friend, you have no fucking idea. Let's do 50-50 on this. Dude, there's definitely some of that chicken fat in the bottom of this. I'm telling you, man, this one's gonna have some emulsification properties that are interesting. Alright, hang on. Let's get a, let's add in like half of this. Making mayo is a little bit temperamental, but I don't know. I don't normally, we'll see if I continue having trouble. Otherwise, it's not gonna bode well for this. Okay. This is thicker. It's not like, oh, this ain't nearly as thick as I typically get it when I make it. Oh, yes, the grayonnaise. You don't call it grayonnaise. It's not completely runny, but it's not as emulsified as I'd like it to be. You know what? That's thick enough to dip a fry in. You're not gonna believe what I got to put the mayo in before we test it. You're not gonna like this. But I don't have enough bowls or jars to put it in, so we're gonna be putting these in Ziplocs. Let me yeah, there we go. Deep fryer mayo. Alright. Got a nice little sample collection started then. We'll just put that there, actually. Hey, boss, can I get 2 bags of mayo to go, please, and thanks? How about we try one with rice bran oil? I've got a lot of this shit because it's used in a lot of like Chinese cooking. And I don't know. I've never used it for mayonnaise. It's probably this is the one that has the highest chance of making like a decent neutral mayo. All right, let's emulsify this shit. Dude, there has to be like a volume thing, I think. I mean, this is a better consistency than the other one. Hang on. Ew, why does this one smell weird? It's like the neutral one. Yeah, this one's actually like mayo consistency. Alright, alright. This one actually turned out to be like mayo-esque. Which is putting it a little bit better than the last one, which for some reason did not emulsify right. Because this one, like, look, it's like it holds its form. It doesn't slosh around quite as much. Into the mayo sack you go. Yeah, baby. Alright, there we go. Mayo bag number 2 completed. Rice, bran, mayo. I don't have to write mayo on each one, but I think it's funnier to do it. And it makes it so you guys can easier tell what it is when it's chilling at the bottom of the screen here. Let's make one with pure olive oil. I typically use olive oil when I make mayo, like, to eat. So I know it's pretty good, but I don't use all olive oil. I use, like, a half and half type deal. Hang on a second. Please stop hurting yourself. I'm gonna have to call. I'm not hurting myself. Fuck off. Thank you for the $5, though. I don't know how to phrase this. I'm trying to think of, like, a polite way to phrase this, but, like, I'm not taking your opinion very seriously, man. People from chat always come in here and are like, this is gonna kill you. And I'm like, no, it's not. And then I do it, and it doesn't kill me. Streamer, please don't die. You better listen to me. I'm not gonna die. I'm not gonna die to streaming injuries. I mean, I guess I will die one day, but it'll be like, hopefully old age. All right, let's get our olive oil emulsified here. All right. What differentiates the one that emulsifies versus the one that doesn't, man? Like, what the fuck, bro? Why'd this one not emulsify and the other one did? Is the difference in yolk size really, like, fucking cranking it that much? This shit didn't even half emulsify like the deep fryer mayo, where it's a little runny, but is, like, still like a paste. This shit is just, like, liquid. I don't even know what to do for this. I'm assuming you don't have an emulsifier. I should drive a stake into your skull in Minecraft. What do you mean I don't have an emulsifier? I put the egg yolk in it first, man! Add air, blend more. That's why I'm pulling up and back down. I'm not trying to overmix it. I'm trying to work air into it. Temperature helps cold. Welcome to the stream. You must not have been here 5 minutes ago when I said I keep the eggs in the fridge. I can't put any of you through what I do on having to answer the same shit over and over again. It's literally like when you have a toddler and you say things and say things and it's the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over, and people still come in and are like, but did you consider thing you just said over and over? And it's like, I don't know. And I can't even get mad because they probably just popped in. So it's not even really their fault. Why do I have an FAQ? I fucking love to have to update a text FAQ every 2 minutes with new information that I've said. That sounds fucking awesome. Then people would be like, streamer, you need to update the fucking FAQ. They would be on that, like, constantly. They'd be yapping about updating the FAQ, dude. Can't you program the AI chatbot? I would rather die. I gotta chill out, dude. I'm getting so mad at the fucking pitmaster, Oakley's in the truck fucking dudes telling me how to make mayonnaise. It's crazy how this one just did not work at all. Too much oil, not enough egg yolk. I'm sorry to tell you that's simply not true. Because normally I do 2 cups of oil, 2 egg yolks. This is half a cup of oil, 1 egg yolk. That's twice as much egg yolk as I normally have when I make the mayo normally. It's some other shit. Also, this one emulsified with the same ratio. Ah, not enough vinegar. Same ratio, vinegar and water. Like, literally, it's all the same, man. That's why it's confusing how this one didn't even kind of emulsify. Did you add the oil drop by drop, or did you dump it in like some kind of American? You don't cook. Like, you actually, if you have more cooking knowledge than me, I'll eat my fucking hat. And you come in with the fucking gall to act like I'm doing the process wrong. You know less than nothing. Fuck off. I've made a lot of this in my day, is the thing. And I've had times, I will be honest, I'm not sure what makes it fail. All the measurements are equal. None of the ingredients change in between, but sometimes when I'm making it myself, it just doesn't take. And I really am not sure why. This egg is fucking brown on the inside, dog. Ew. I don't think that's a good egg. Alright, let's swing a different one here. I'm gonna try to emulsify it down with less. Alright, this might be able to get it going. It's thickening it up a little, but you can tell it's not really taking it right. Yeah, this one's just a flop, I fear. I don't know why. This one didn't emulsify. I imagine with some of the weirder oils, we are probably gonna have problems with this. Just cause, like, I don't know what the properties of the damn oil are. Alright, into the sack you go. Let's do sesame oil next. Because this one I'm curious about. This one I'm a bit curious about, okay? It could be crazy, I fear. A little bit of vinegar. Finally, mayo with extra cholesterol. Oh yeah, if we do one of the saturated fat ones, that's basically what it'll be. Come on, man. Come on, man. Dude, what the fuck? That was looking so good. And then it just fucking broke? That's actually tragic. It had the emulsion and it broke. You have to be careful when you're making an emulsion, because you can break the emulsion if you're not careful. I have this giant thing of egg whites. Gonna have the king of all omelets after this. I think, legitimately, part of why it's having trouble emulsifying is how little there is based on the size of this thing. Because normally when I make mayo, I'm making half a quart at a time, or like with half a quart of oil. So I fill it up, and the oil's like halfway up the side of this thing, and the eggs and everything are all like they're filled the bottom. And it always works when it's like that. But I think that maybe because I'm making less, maybe it's like fucking up how it's like the time it takes to whip it or something. I don't know. Oh wait, it's more emulsified in the bottom than on the top. It's not all the way through. Alright, well it's better than the olive oil, but that's definitely runnier than it should be. I should have just cheated and used that shit they use in restaurants. I asked my mother for tips. Okay. Hang on. I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. People on the YouTube edit are gonna be like, why is he being so aggressive? And it's gonna be like, you don't know, man. Like, oh guys, I really just think that he secretly hates his chat. I've done a psychological analysis on how he acts during streams. That shows up only in the YouTube comments. On Twitch, they're fucking baiting me to crash out because it's funny. On YouTube, when I crash out, they get scared and start writing, like, fucking manifestos about it. Bro, I'm just here to watch you eat mayo. Don't worry about it, bro. I don't fucking know anymore, bro. The sesame oil just doesn't... I mean, I've retried it. It just doesn't want to emulsify. We're starting to get into the point where some of these oils just aren't going to emulsify regardless of me making mistakes. It just isn't able to thicken up quite right. I don't know, man. Alright, let's run us up another one. We've already deep fried in this shit, so you know it's gonna be good. Let's try the hot chili oil. And I really hope this one works, because, oh no, it'll be freaking epic, my dudes, if it does. Look at this fucking thick sludge. Hang on, no. We need this. I need the sludge to be held back, and just the oil to go. Ah, fuck! Okay. Well, I guess there's gonna be a decent amount of sludge in there. I hope this works. I hope this emulsifies. Let's see how this goes. Okay. This one's combined proper. It's not super thick, but it did... It's not super thick, but it's like emulsified. Some of these just aren't getting, like, as thick as I want them, man. Dude, I could probably put some of these in the fucking fridge, actually. This one could go in at the very least. Some of these ones that are a little runnier, chill them down a bit. The next one, actually, that I want to try is one that, I don't really... Okay. Someone in the chat said that they have done this before. And now, I have never made mayo with a oil that is not liquid at room temp before, but I imagine heating the shit up is gonna fuck up the emulsification abilities, right? So, in a rare thing, I'm going to ask for backseating from one person. Don't fucking Google it! Don't you fucking dare! Don't you fucking dare Google it! But if you've done it before, advise me on how I turn... This is an ice cream container, but it's full of lard. Advise me on how to turn this lard into mayonnaise. And I have to make a bold statement to say no Googlers, because I really will say, if you've done it before, like, can you advise? And people will go, first result on Google says, and it's like, shut the fuck up, man. I didn't ask that. Get it just barely warm enough to liquefy. Okay. You should at least be doing it with warm water. I have always used ice cold water. I might be fucking this up then. You know what? Let's try, let's try hot water next. Maybe that's why I had better luck when making this one and this one, because I poured that water from the tap, and the other ones I poured out of this water bottle, which is cold. I realized that I didn't get... Dude, I fucking hate this spatula, man. What the fuck you mean? Scrape it off the side, dude! Why? This takes literally no... Folds under zero pressure, the fucking end of the spatula comes off. Alright. We'll just heat it to where it starts melting, and then we should be good. Yo, you gotta temper the eggs. First time chatter for a backseat. Tragic eras we're living in. I'll bite. What do you mean, temper the eggs? What the fuck does that mean? Cook them? You want me to cook the egg? Do you, like, heat it up? Like, what the fuck does it mean, man? What does temper the eggs mean? Alright, hang on. I'm gonna turn the pan off now. I want it just hot enough to melt. I don't want it hot enough that it's, like, gonna start fucking boiling. Temper eggs. How to temper eggs, and why you need to. Call for cooking on a low heat, blah, 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 blah. It only heats them enough to keep the proteins from binding together and scrambling, so they're not fully cooked. Wait, what? Oh, wait, I don't need to put it in the freaky beaker. I can put it in the... in this. Okay, and then that can cool a little bit, because we want it to just be liquid, and it doesn't take a lot to make it liquid. Temper the eggs. Okay, I'll do my best here. I've never done this to make mayo, though. I'll be real. I'll keep it real, bro. This has never been a step of the mayo making process that I have had to do. Oh, these should be homogeneous? Oh, maybe it should have just been the yolks. Ah, fuck, man. We'll do our best. Blame chat, because I'm literally just listening to them. Okay, yeah. They're not scrambling, but they're hot. Like, is this really gonna work? If this one doesn't work, don't put this one on me, okay? I'm doing what chat says. You don't need to temper unless you're taking the eggs above boiling temp. Okay, so Pitmaster69 was completely full of shit? Alright, excellent. Then why the fuck am I... Did everyone say temper the eggs before doing this, man? I can't begin one guide this often, man. Let's try. Let's see if this works. This shit did not, in fact, work. I feel like this stream is gonna psych me out from making mayonnaise ever again. Oh, wait. It is... Okay, wait. It's kind of coming together. Hang on. We about got this. This one's also real thin. I don't think it's right. But, like, I don't know, man. This is a spicy one in general. This guy is thick, like it leaves, like, it's a thick skin. It's like dip consistency, though. It's also really hot, which I think is affecting it. Alright, wait, hang on. This one's, like, decently thick, but it's really warm. I'm gonna put it in the fridge and see if that helps it. That's why you whisk emulsify. I gotta beat you guys up. I'm meeting all of you in a back alley at TwitchCon. I'm beating up all of you. I'm gonna step through what I do normally right fucking now and listen closely because I'm not repeating it. Normally what I do is 2 egg yolks, 2 tablespoons of coarse ground mustard, 1 clove of garlic through a garlic press, 1 tablespoon of lemon juice, 1 tablespoon of water, bottom of this exact mixing dish that I am using right now. Then I take 1 cup of canola oil and I pour it in over top, carefully down the side, so there's a layer of oil on top and the shit at the bottom. Then I lower the head of this immersion blender into the bottom. Start slow. It starts sucking I hold it just slightly off the bottom. Starts sucking the ingredients in, and I slowly raise it up, and it pulls it into a vortex and emulsifies it. And then, by the time I pull it out the top, it's basically all a really strong emulsification. So thick you can get on your finger and hold an inch of it out. And I mix it just enough to get that. Then scrape that into a big bowl, get a whisk, and then you take a cup of olive oil and you drizzle the olive oil in while whisking like a damn madman. And that's how I normally make mayo. And it has only failed once. That's it. So shove it up your ass if you're gonna tell me that that's wrong and it doesn't work. I don't temper shit. I don't add anything else. That's literally it. This is like dad help me with the math homework. Well, people keep asking me. They're like, did you? I'll be like, yeah, when I make this normally, I do canola and olive oil. And then they're like, well, actually, you have to whisk it. And it's like, okay, here's how I make it normally. And it almost always works. You know what? Let's try it with an existing one. I'll try it with the sesame seed one, which is really, like, broken down into its oil form at this point. There's an egg in this. I don't know if I can revive this from the dead, okay? But it's got a pretty high emulsifier agent to oil ratio. Drop some mustard in there. I don't know, man. You got me second guessing on this mixer. It feels like it has, like, no pull whatsoever. Did I, like, fuck up my mixer? If that's the thing if the fucking mixer is breaking, that's crazy. Like, why? What the fuck? It normally, like, sucks that shit like a damn vortex. Why is it being so weak? This is on a different circuit. It's not running through 20 extension cords. Dog? Are you fucking serious? Is this one outlet weaker? It, like, got more strong when I plugged it in the other outlet. You need 3-phase to make mayo. This is, like, literally, like, a weak-ass little immersion blender. Why are y'all fucking ragging its its capabilities so hard. Also, I just want to point out that the lard mayonnaise is significantly thicker. It's like mayonnaise consistency now. Should we actually, let's continue with the meme ones. You want to do mineral oil next? You're not really supposed to eat mineral oil, but food grade, I believe, just means it doesn't have any poisons in it. It's not going to kill you. For anyone unaware, this is baby oil. You can eat it as a laxative. Yeah, I'm aware that that's its primary consumed use, which is why I don't really want to be consuming too much of this. Alright, and per request, I will include mustard. This oil is completely clear, so it's gonna look funky as I start. Now, I don't really have to worry about this normally because I use the blender, but the coarse ground mustard is fucking me up a little here because all the seeds are very visible. Oh my gosh, beating the shit out of this thing. I mean, it's emulsifying. It's emulsifying, so I don't know, man. Sure. That seems to work, I guess. I don't need that much of this, so it not being a lot of it isn't that big of a deal. Fuck, man, that did kind of work. I mean, I guess I know that whisking it will work, but yeah, it didn't really fall into the pitfalls. You can place a damp towel. Oh my god, dude. Whisking. Y'all will literally backseat everything. Bowl moving backseating, dog. We're on levels that shouldn't be possible. I will not acknowledge it. I won't acknowledge the bait. I will not acknowledge first time chatter. Do you have an immersion blender? Oh my good lord, brother. Good lord, man. I hope that's a real first time chatter and not someone coming over from YouTube to be a bastard. I feel like it's time for the truly foul one. The one that I'll have to lick and spit out. Let's see what happens if we hit this one with some Tin W30. Don't want to mix up labels. This one needs to be very clearly labeled. Alright. That's emulsified. Thin, but it emulsified. Engine, oil, mayo. Sesame oil mayo. I can tell that one's starting to break. Chili oil. And then our, this one's not even labeled. Hang on a second. This is our lard. Lard mayo. Yeah, hang on a sec. That one's actually thickened up real nice. Okay. We got 8 right now. I feel like 8 mayos is good for trying. Let me go throw some frozen french fries in the air fryer. Alright. I've heated up in the air fryer some Arby's curly fry knockoffs that I got at Aldi a while ago. We'll be dipping this as our neutral. It's not entirely neutral. It's got a little salt and shit on there. But it's pretty neutral, you know? Let's start our tasting off with the more normal ones, and then we're gonna work our way up through to the more questionable ones. This is, and don't ask why they're in plastic bags, okay? This one is our rice bran mayo. It's made with rice bran oil. This is by far the best consistency of any of these. Let's see how it stacks. Okay. Light, very neutral flavor. Kind of what I would expect for this. Not particularly good, I would say. It's not got a lot going on. It's just salt and oil and egg. But not horribly bad. Maybe it's got like a slight, I don't know if it's like a nuttiness? I'm not really sure where to place that. But that's This is, I would say, like, pretty close to our control mayo. If it was skipped throughout. The ones that I had to add, I eventually had to go back and add mustard to a few of these to get them to emulsify. Namely, these 4. Just wouldn't do it without it. But I tried to keep as many neutral as possible. So this one, the deep fryer mayo and the rice bran mayo don't have mustard. So it's just egg, oil, and a little bit of vinegar, a little bit of water, a little bit of salt. And that's it. All right. This is deep fryer mayo. I made this with old black deep fryer oil. Somehow the mayo itself is not particularly dark. I'm not really sure how that worked out. This one's not as thick as the original, but still got a good, like, sauce consistency, you know? It's not watery, it's emulsified. So let's see how that one is. It tastes like the smell of a McDonald's. I don't know how to... Yeah, that's maybe the best way to describe that. You know when you drive behind a fast food joint and it smells like oil? It just tastes like that. It tastes... Ew, actually, wait. Oh, there's a little bit of a bitterness to it. Ew, that's not a good note. At first, it's like... Tastes like fried chicken a little bit. Oh, yeah, no, there is. There's like a bitterness at the end. What the hell? My guess is this oil is smoked beyond belief. And it's going bad, because that's fucking foul. Now, this one I'm intrigued. This one looked like it didn't emulsify right and was, like, thin as hell. But now that it's cooled down, and I think it's due to the fact that it's solid at room temp, it's now, like, very thick. The thickest by a long shot. This is lard mayo. This is made with lard, with pig fat, that I rendered down from leaf fat. So if you're curious what type of lard it is, I don't buy that from the store. I render it when I buy an entire pig and I get all the all the types of fats. I think this one has good potential, honestly. I think this one has, like, pretty strong potential to be tasty. Look how fucking thick it is. It's so thick that it, like, tears almost. Let's try it. Let's try and see how that is. Whoa. Okay. Whoa. Oh, wow. That's actually fucking awful. That's really bitter. At first, it's tasty, but it's real strong. It's, like, way stronger than you would think it is. Look how fucking thick it is, dude. Okay, let's get a lot less. Too much. It's, like, good at first. It tastes like pork. Oh, yeah, no, it's horribly bitter. Ew. Dude, that's so disappointing. I don't know, that's like... Dog, that's like 2 out of 10. That's bad. That's actively, like, bad. Next. Sesame oil mayo. Now, we're into the mayos that had to be interfered with. I had to add mustard to make sure they actually emulsified properly. So the taste has been interfered, but I tried my best. Sesame oil, I think, has some pretty good hopes. It's a pretty thin one. Even with the mustard, yeah, this one's real thin. The sesame oil was the one that emulsified the worst of all these. But, like, oh, let's see how it is. What? Okay. The, when I did the deep frying in different weird oils stream, I was surprised by how not strong the oil flavor was to, like, come through despite having deep fried it. All the mayos are, like, hyper oil flavored. Like, it's more intense than dipping it in sesame oil. So that was a little intense. It's maybe better this one's thinner. I don't know. It's definitely better than the lard one. It's not bad. It doesn't taste like foul, but it's quite strong. It's way stronger. Really, realistically, you should make a canola oil or like a neutral oil mayo and then cut in sesame oil. It's so strong. I want to say like 6 out of 10 on this. It's not bad. It's not bitter. It's not weirdly bitter like the lard. Or even the deep fryer, the used deep fryer oil had a bit of a bitterness to it. This is what I'm really curious about. Chili oil mayo? I expect this to kind of be fire. I'm not gonna lie. I have preconceived notions going into this, which is going to affect my ability to neutrally discern it, because I'm gonna be actively disappointed if it sucks. But it's a bit thin, but it's holding there. Let's give this one a shot. Oh yeah, baby. Whoa, yeah, it's spicy. Haha. They should serve this at a restaurant. That's actually crazy good. Haha. That's another one that I feel like this would be good on top of a base mayo to maybe make it a little bit stronger. But it's really, on its own, it's kind of perfect. That's so good, man. All right, yeah. Let me just dip all my shit in here. That kicks ass. That on a burger? Oh man, that'd go so crazy. Okay, I'm glad we got one that was a standout good one. This is a 9 out of 10. That's fucking great. I'll eat this. I'll eat this with the rest of these fries. If I'm snacking on these fries after stream, I'm eating these with the rest. That little bit of the stone ground mustard in there, unironically, makes this kick ass. That actually adds so much to it. All right, the last two here are very sus looking. This is mineral oil or baby oil mayonnaise. So let's see what the Diddy sauce is pulling here. Whoa, it's got a lot of air bubbles suspended in it. This one's like really foamy. None of these were like just made using the same method, and they are not like this. This one's like frothy. Hang on, bottoms up. That is actually great. Yeah, man, yeah, that's real clean tasting. Dude, that is as good or better than the rice bran oil. This is 7 or maybe even 8 out of 10. I think this is at least a 7 out of 10. That's crazy good. Alright, now I should stop eating it, because it is a laxative. So it'll make me shit if I keep it up. Now this one's gonna be a little bit tricky. So, for obvious reasons, I cannot swallow engine oil mayo. But I did make engine oil mayo. So I'm pulling this guy over here, because I fear I must taste very little. Let's see how engine oil mayo stacks up. Oh man, that's bad. Ew. Yeah, it tastes like a car. Ugh. That's fucking nasty, man. Yeah, that's a 1 out of 10, I have to say. Also, the fact that it'll kill you if you eat it, that's probably like a higher reason to rank it lower. It is crazy how bad the lard mayo was, man. I'm actually like, I'm legitimately shocked at how bad it was. So this is your tier list. Remember that there are no opinions. This is facts. And it's 100% right all the time. None on the D. I keep the D open for something else. Eyebrow raised, winky emoji.